The landscape of the universal mind. Infinity sign, the pensive sense of the noosphere. And as is plain wherever we are nowadays, Hope and I, even just across the street from our home with our grandson in Ivan Collins Park, where we center ourselves at a nexus of the natural and suburban modes of being, we entities based upon the same carbon as found in the compressed diamond core of a quiescent white dwarf star, we who are born through meiosis like all eukaryotic life, and who are this expression of solar energy upon Earth's surface, we whose continuous brain changes meld into one unbroken stream as constant as the shine of the Milky Way, we whose life is not separate from the mineral world as our own toddling grandson seems to intuit here in the rustic park as he bends down repeatedly to gather small stones in a rapt fascination that he has not yet learned to discount, in an awareness of how the whole universe is alive that he has not been taught to deny, for every atom lives with its own consciousness as the little child senses with the glory and freshness of a celestial dream, with the primitive reverence of a terrestrial grace. Perhaps especially here in 2008 in the early autumn within this enlightening park, where the nice neighborhood is allowed to breathe with the cosmos. For when we do breathe amid this complex, biodiverse, and self-renewing space just across the street from the simplified, artificial, self-depleting interurban yards, we harmonize more easily with the same autopoietic, anti-entropic spirit or key that operates all the innumerable star factories and perpetuates the ubiquitous life of the universe. We employ the voluntary muscles of our diaphragms to locate our own balance point at any of the countless centers of the expanding pluriverse, and thereby to connect our imminent past with our prefigured future in the wild freedom of this present moment in natural time-space. We in fact recapitulate as typically mnemic ontogenetic life forms the entire history of respiration on Earth, the anaerobic pioneers who began some 4 eons ago to breathe ferric iron, nitrate, sulfate or sulfur, or carbon dioxide. Then, over 1 billion years later, our aerobic bacterial ancestors, who developed after photosynthesis had been invented and had resulted in a rapid rise in atmospheric oxygen, and who used these electron-hungry oxygen atoms to produce the extra energy necessary to evolve ever larger creatures with ever more vigorous metabolisms. We participate indeed in the universal breath or kokyu that is central to the cosmic physiology or Aiki, as revealed in the teachings of Morihei Ueshiba and the techniques of Koichi Tohei, and supported by the findings of modern astrophysics and microbiology. For respiration is the process by which all cells utilize electron acceptor molecules to release the latent energy and fuel molecules, whereby we merge with the self-regulating, non-equilibrium system of Gaia and the galaxies. And we joyously express our authentic experience of divine contact with the utterly graceful and compassionate spirit of the universe, as understood in terms of the cultural construct of our own time and place, whether in the toddler's version or the geezer's template, and gratefully join in the one immense daily breath of the biosphere. As Gaia's photosynthetic autotrophs exhale more diatomic oxygen gas on our planet's sunny side and less on its shadowed half, sustaining and enabling such dependent heterotrophs as we three to continue our lingering here within this idyllic park that seems a microcosm of life on Earth and of the so improbably continuing creation of the striving, self-transcending, living cosmos.